Hello and welcome to this episode of Tomb of Annihilation. My name is John Gerdebed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as a series of floating platforms cause a slight issue for members of the team.
Hurry up! The jumping was great!
Yeah.
Just don't fall, whatever you do! Otherwise it's certain death!
Sorry, my sister came in the room. Now if I had a scrambled egg. I'm gonna be scrambled egg in a minute. So I can't do acrobatics because I got 10 in dexterity, but I might be able to do athletics, so back. And then I'm gonna leap.
Athletics check!
Well, I'm expecting the natural one now.
Well,
I'll let you do the moving, John,
Okay.
and I'll do the thingy. So I imagine.
You keep
Plonk on
running
there.
and then...
what?
Just keep running, just keep
What the?
Doing!
Now it's gonna be too natural.
What?
And then you keep
How?
running.
11.
It's two ones together instead of two
Yeah,
natural
that's-
ones.
Oh,
And
Here
then
we go.
jump, jump. Ah!
Where does it fall?
The platform just slightly drifts apart as you go to leap, and you just end up perfectly between two of them, and you just...
I just love how this
Wait,
scream
what?
is the scream of more of a minor inconvenience that actually
You-
to your death.
You fail.
Fallen.
How many do I have?
23 points as you just...
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Oh...
So how deep was that?
60 feet down.
Oh boy.
Theodore's just some tutorial and be like, okay, no mention to this to anyone.
Just
What
pretend like
Get the rope out.
I already
You
had
just-
my robe out.
Well,
Yeah, you-
tie it to the thing or drop it down there.
Can I move then? Can I get up and move?
Yeah?
Do I see anything around me at the bottom of the?
No, it's an empty space.
Fuck my
Or is
face.
And suddenly the rancor.
Can I have the rope? Where's the rope? Is it there? There's it. He grabs the rope.
What's
roll it.
your
Holds onto rope with Theodos.
what's your strength score, Romad?
It's either 3 or 16.
16.
Is that what it is? 16. Yeah.
And what's your height?
My height in general is 6'5".
Oh, okay. Yep. Give me another athletics check.
Because you kind of need to leap up to the 10 feet of distance from the rope.
You
Oh,
take
I would have just loved it if you critical failed it. It went,
you take a couple of steps
That's enough.
back from the rope, and you run and you leap into the air and you grab hold of it and wrap it around your hands, and then you just pull yourself up the rope,
move out the way so we can get on there.
and somewhat
Nice.
bruised and battered, you make
I
it
think
up.
that probably chipped a tooth. One of my
Also, can we say that literally the only person who rolled 2 natural 20s in a row also is the only one who fell the fucking thing.
I mean, the only two of you that rolled natural ones also were the two of you that rolled natural 20s.
This is also true.
Please do not
Takes
think
back-
of this in the future.
Takes my robe back and just ignores everything that just happened. Oh, hello, Wolf.
Hello.
Shuffles through.
Jack,
Yeah.
he just looks at Tarn and Jack like, just don't speak of this, please. Especially you, Tammy.
Dragonbait
Just Tammy comes straight into the room and goes, he fell!
Dragonbait will look you dead in the eyes, Romad, and smells of wood smoke.
What's wood smoke, guys?
Confusion?
There's fire.
How the fudge do I get in this?
Wood smoke, wood smoke, wood smoke. Devotion.
Devotion? Aww.
Also, I would have probably imagined Dragonbait just flipping you off, because, like, I can't talk!
Anyway,
You can write it down.
Well,
He
some
doesn't
people
write it down.
try.
Jeez.
One piece of it.
Riordan and Philippe,
Someone dropped a coin.
Yes.
you have had a little bit of time to explore this next room as the rest of the group catches up.
Yeah.
Or were they waiting for us?
It wasn't the original plan, but apparently that's where we're going.
No, if you want to wait, you are more than
Okay,
welcome
okay.
to wait. But if you wanted to have been exploring this room while that all
would have at
happened,
least taken a look down the corridor.
okay. You step out of the room
And
that you
dies.
were in.
Find your corpses.
Still puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide corridor. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the wall. A 3-foot high crawl space in the wall is flush with the floor, which is where you've just crawled out of. At the far end of the hallway is a rippling transparent curtain of water that fills a stone archway. And then if everybody else in the group can just wait a few seconds while they
Never mind.
explore this room as you deal with...
Just do Jeopardy theme as people. We wait for the others to join us.
Up the crawl space that we just go under. I can't believe you fell!
Just turns back to Theodis. I thought you said everyone made it all right.
Yes,
They're still
Riordan.
alive.
Okay, fine. I guess that's the good part.
What would you like to do, Riordan and Philippe?
Big ol'
So this place does not really show anything. I mean, this part.
You can see beyond that another corridor that looks the same as the one in which you are standing.
Is it actually the same? I'd like to go up and try and put my hand through the water.
Okay, one moment.
Intense.
As you stick your hand into the water, there is a fierce wave that flows from it. Can I get a strength saving throw from Riordan and Philippe, please?
Oh,
I
dear
get an
God, have
amen.
mercy.
Oh yeah.
Riordan's fine.
Strength saving throw.
Feel if maybe
Literally divided by 2.
Yeah, half.
I can
So...
do half that.
Oh, no, that's not the number. That's the number.
You take 20,000 points of damage.
Philippe, you take 13 points of damage.
Oh dear.
Riordan, you take... Do you have evasion?
Hold on.
I don't know if he has
You
evasion, but he rolled a
dodge the
crit.
wave.
And
Hold on.
Riordan just goes to the side.
I do have evasion.
Okay, I'm going to say that you managed to just dodge out of the way of the wave just as it sort of sweeps over you. And you take no damage from this particular wave. However,
the wave
you
attacks you with a blade and you dodge.
you are both knocked prone.
Oh, fair enough.
So I was going to ask, what is the purple stuff next to Philip?
That is the mold that you've seen around several areas of this level of the
Okay.
tomb.
So
One's-
nothing new on there.
The
No.
stuff that keep randomly growing eyes.
As
Yes.
Another odd question though. For the sake of trying to put my hand in, did my hand actually go through?
Yes, it was starting to go through, and then the wave.
Okay, so it's not like it's just a seemingly mirror image just without us there. That's good to know. Well,
The
can we
wave
just stand up
splashes
now?
down and then just seems to disappear.
I think we should just stand up now. I think that's probably about the time they come back through.
Yes, everybody else can now walk out of the
Just-
crawl space. Just
Comes in, sees there's water there, and that Philippe is soaked, and
Yeah,
Riordan is.
that's the thing that I was more laughing at is the fact that Philip just looks like a cat that just had a bath. It's all like
I mean, yeah,
Burls.
he would start by removing the cloak he have to, so that you know wet clothes tend to actually shock
Oh
you,
god.
make you pay for it. That's
Yeah,
why
but
he would just remove the cloak at this point and just proceed to actually just
In the meantime, as you're coming in, you
press
just
it, squeeze it.
Reardon down the other end is taking off his top, is wringing it out over himself. It's
Just
basically
like-
one of those taking a Diet Coke break, guys.
just comes in and is just like, you guys had
Rubbing
a
the
bath
water
or something?
down my muscles.
Reno slave.
so for everybody else, just in case you didn't listen to it when I explained it to Riordan and Philippe, there are small puddles of water that cover the floor of this room. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to be brandishing real weapons that are hung from the walls. You've all crawled, some of you slightly more upright, out of a 3-foot high crawl space in the east wall that is flush with the floor. At the far end of the corridor, where Riordan is standing, is a rippling, translucent curtain of water that fills a stone archway, beyond which you see sort of a mirrored corridor of the same.
I think this is a puzzle.
So all of the look, so you said most of the murals, most of
Yes.
the animal-headed people have weapons.
Yes.
That implies some don't.
By the way, unless any of you want a shower, don't try and go through this.
Noted.
So Theodas.
So which of these animals don't have?
So going in this corridor that you are in, from south to north,
Right.
there is a stork-headed male. Painted on either wall, with a pair of hand axes.
And where are so they're like what here or
They are here and here.
where we crawled out of?
The one on the east wall actually has the crawl space between its legs.
Right.
Next to them are a pair of lizard-headed females with maces.
Right.
Next to them are a pair of panther-headed males with blowguns.
Cool.
Next to them is an unarmed hawk-headed female on either side of the corridor.
Cool.
Next to that is a goat-headed male with sickles.
Right.
And then closest to the water is a pair of frog-headed females holding tridents.
So frog, goat, hawk, panther, lizard, and stork.
Yes.
I think the message is love everyone, all can be brave.
And so the hawks didn't have any weapons,
The hawk-headed females are unarmed, yes.
and that's where I am.
You are in line with the hawk-headed females, yes.
I'm going to just kind of like put my hand on the stone to try and like feel if there's like any like where weapons would be like in their hands. I'm just going to try and feel around there, see if there's like a place where they can like slot a weapon in or something.
You reach up, and your hand goes through the wall.
I'm not comfortable.
Guys.
Yes.
He just stood there with his hand through the wall.
You did push a bit too hard on this one.
There
Kind of
is
pulls hand back, pushes it in a different pace, it just goes straight in again, I'm assuming.
there is no damage to the wall. It still seems to be there.
The wall consent to the touch.
You feel around Torin, and on the other side of the wall, there's a plinth.
I'm going to stick my head through.
On top of the plinth is a pale purple eyeball.
Ah. Picks it up.
That's the thing we need.
Picks it up and quickly darts out.
Torin sticks his head into the wall and then pulls his hand and body out holding a pale purple eyeball.
Wow, neat trick.
I wasn't expecting that, to be perfectly honest, but...
Might I also, at this point, remind you that you've had some warnings about traps on several layers of the tomb.
Did we get the warning for this one? Where are they?
You
where are
have
they
got the
at?
warning for this level.
Where are third? Is third?
I
Are we
believe so.
third?
You are on the third level of the tomb at the moment.
Walk through the water with weapon in hand.
Oh.
Slake your shadow at the front. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. Walls of history tell all. So, I think the first bit.
It's pretty straightforward.
But does it mean one of these weapons or our own weapons?
I think I might need to grab one anyway.
Well, that's a question. How many of the weapons are there on the wall? Is there enough for everyone, or would we have to, like, take turns?
There are 2 of each weapons on the wall.
No, so there's more than enough for all of us.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Dragon Bay to leave the tunnel now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Right, hurry up! We're not leaving you behind! Thank you.
Okay. So, taking it. Do we have to take a specific weapon then?
The warning doesn't state. It just says go through a weapon in hand.
Should one of us
I
try
mean-
going through with just a regular weapon first?
We should try regular weapons just in case, because then we can just.
Might I suggest that everyone back around the corner right now, as I pull out my
Oh, you gotta make
my staff.
another.
So,
You gotta attempt to slide over
kind of ducks into the little crawl space again.
Yeah, just like...
You're too weak to understand.
To the thing.
What?
Right.
Whoops, sorry.
I'm now holding my staff. And
Okay.
I take a step as if I'm going to go straight through the water.
Give me a strength saving throw, please.
Insta
Also, why does the music look like Hallelujah, like
23.
going to sacrifice himself?
This is too interesting. Too quiet.
You take 7 points of damage.
No evasion this time, eh?
Not this time. You didn't roll a natural 20 this time.
Oh, boy.
Dang it.
Mm.
Okay, 7 points.
And you are knocked prone by a wave of water, but you aren't pushed away by it.
Okay, guys, I think we need the weapons from the wall.
Cool.
Comes back in.
Kind of looks them over because he's gonna take a good one.
All of the weapons on the wall appear to be tarnished and in poor condition.
So they're not going to be very useful in combat anyway.
No.
I'll take the one that's
what's
the
up? Is it
lightest, please.
Frog, with this frogs with trident?
The frogs with the tridents are the last one.
So where I once again where I am.
Yes.
After he's helped Riordan up.
Yes, there's
Just-
frog-headed tridents. Frog-headed females wielding tridents are here
Tridents.
and here.
Okay. Well, a trident's
wonder
like a staff.
I'll
I'll take a trident.
grabs a trident, hands it to Riordan, grabs one himself.
I'll
Hold on,
take
should we
one
test
of
this
the
again?
low darts.
Everyone back
Back
around
to
the
the
corner.
hallway.
Seraphine reaches up, grabs a blow dart, and then just runs off back down the hallway.
Well, since I've got the same weapon as you, I'll just try it. I'll risk it.
Okay. Holding the trident, I walk forward as if I'm going to go straight through.
This time, the water wall just slaps you.
Yay. Okay.
Ow.
Holding weapons from the walls works.
Okay, well, Riordan's gotten through.
So,
Hold my hand through the water, which is a thumbs up, whilst holding the trident.
And then slowly sinks back into the...
You can't hear me, Roman. You're on the other side of the fucking...
just,
True.
is he good?
Riordan's gotten through, but... So...
So Riordan,
Yes.
on this side, again going from north to south, from south to north, sorry, there's a pair of frog-headed females holding tridents, a pair of goat-headed males holding sickles, a pair of unarmed hawk-headed females, a pair of panther-headed males with blowguns, a pair of lizard-headed females with maces, and a pair of stork-headed males with hand axes.
So...
We should probably sort of writing all this down. Is it an exact...
It's an exact
copy
mirror
of the
copy.
order? Which are obviously the ones which we've just taken.
Yes.
Okay. I think they like symmetry.
I'm wondering if they like symmetry a lot.
Same.
Which one's the hawk-headed females?
The unarmed hawk-headed females would be here.
Then he's going to reach straight for the wall, thinking that it might be the same as the other room.
Your hand goes through the wall.
Oh,
Head through wall.
Your head goes into the wall, and on the other side of the wall, you see a bright green eyeball.
I grab the bright green eyeball and proceed to fucking back away. Well, literally kind of leap back, just in case. So, bright green, that one.
Yes.
Adding to my notes. Shoved it in the bag of holding with the purple one I just got. Whew. Well, 2 more down.
Wait, does that mean that the rest of the hallway is going to be symmetrical?
Pardon?
Well, Riordan is now interested and starts walking on it. Oh. That's a pity.
Yes, there is a crawl space here.
Yes, but when it comes down to this corridor, it doesn't go all the way down like the upper one.
Sophie's
That's
scared to go
crawl
through.
space. Well, while we wait for the others, Riordan is going to climb on the wall and just dangle down from the ceiling for a while.
I'm gonna wait for the others to come through.
I don't mind getting my feet wet.
My feet are all soggy.
Seraphine, as you start to cross through the curtain, could everybody in the corridor make me a strength saving throw?
Are you serious?
Just
what
their
what
corridor?
thing?
Either corridor. The
Even
water
me on the
explodes in
ceiling?
either direction. Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Dang it.
Wait, I need to make a what now?
Strength saving throw.
Ah, boy.
29.
I apologize, everyone.
9.
Why am I
19.
advanced? So I did 1.
Okay.
No, you did 14. That's the first number.
Ah, okay.
Hang on then.
Am I
me
in
and Torin
position
went
for the
through.
strength save?
Why didn't we have to do our saving throws?
Because it blasts out in both directions.
I know, but when I
Good
went
question.
through, you didn't have to do one.
But
And when you went through, I didn't have to do.
I'm suspecting it may be you have to hold a certain weapon.
So
She had the blow dart.
Yeah, she had the blow dart.
But we both hold tridents.
Theodas, Riordan, both fail
Yes.
and take 14 points of damage.
The waves actually stops and looks at Riordan and say, "Escape me this time."
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
And Theodas, you are just swept to the end of the corridor where you slam into the wall. Riordan, you would also be, but you were already there. Everybody
I'm
else,
probably on the floor now.
everybody else takes 7 points of damage.
So my question to Theodas is, does he tend to float rather on the back or on the front?
And you are all knocked prone.
God.
And very wet.
Just wait. If we're prone, we're able to like stand up, right? Like we're
Yeah,
not
from
unconscious.
prone you can stand up.
Or you
Alright,
can just
just
crawl,
like
army crawl through.
just stands up, puts blow dart back on the wall wherever it was from, and just like. Okay, so that didn't work.
Like, just gonna poke my head through the water. What the hell happened?
I tried to walk through with the blow dart and it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just the packet.
Maybe it's just a certain weapon. I mean, me and Riordan were both holding tridents.
Well, they came from
Can
the
we give
front
us the
people,
trident?
right?
Is there any
Maybe
way
it's
you
the
could
aquatic
pass them back
animals.
through?
It could be aquatic animals. I mean, we got
Hang on.
frogs.
We have
Is there any
tridents
other-
this side.
Is there
Yeah,
any other
frog, this
aquatic?
side.
The only really aquatic one is frog. I mean, lizard maybe.
Well, what I'm thinking is that we've got aquatic weaponry here on this side as well.
We've got
Hold If Riordan gives you the other trident, you now have 2 tridents. You can walk through and give it to one of them. In the meantime, I'm just going to go down here.
I mean, this room is a mirror image.
Exactly.
So I'm going to pull all 4 tridents off of these walls
Tink, tink.
and pass them through.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to stay back here. Just
So just kind of drops the trident just there for anyone who wants to get one.
I
And then-
assume you keep one for yourself, yes?
And keep one for myself. I drop the 4 that I've gotten from this room, but hold on to the one I'm carrying.
just looking around the corner, rooting for you.
Whoever wants to try next runs.
And if this works, all you need to do is just have one person with at least 2.
And then just throw.
just
And then
go back
technically you
and
can
forth.
just slide it back through. Right? I don't want to really throw it because it
Can you
breaks.
just throw the trident through?
I mean, you can. It's a throwable weapon, but then you might hit one of the guys. on the
Also,
other.
would it affect the waterfall if it's trying to go through without a person holding it?
True.
Oh, could you hold the trident, put the trident through the water so that the other person can hold it and just walk through, just like a handrail?
I'm going to suspect that Azarak has suspected such cheaty behavior.
Who would like to try to pick up one of the tridents?
Who fancies it?
So technically you got 6 over there because there's 2 on one. Well, I've just
I'll pick up a trident then.
Okay.
Tammy holds onto it as well, and I try to walk through. Oh god!
Where the fuck did you go?
What did you do to me?
I moved you to the other side of the wall. Where the fuck did you go?
Yeah, that's
Seriously?
Lost in translation.
It would just be like if Tammy can like lift it, that would be terrible. But I think she'll just like sit on the trident.
Actually, seriously, where the fuck is Romad?
where is
What
Roman?
did you do?
I just picked you up and moved you to the other side of the wall. You've apparently shot off. You shot off to the bottom corner of the map.
Oh, I'm only seeing Tammy, but I don't see. Oh, there they are.
Just peeks head around the corner. Okay.
You popped off
That's
to
okay.
here.
What did you even do?
Okay, so there are 5 tridents on the floor now.
I say to the others, there's exactly 5 tridents left, so we all should be good to go through. I promise I won't splash you guys with water again. Actually, I can't make that promise, but I can almost guarantee I probably won't.
I can almost
Possible,
maybe.
Maybe. If you
Perhaps.
Dragonbait will come round, pick up a trident, and walk through.
Okay. Heavy sigh. Fine. I apologize.
No, he's not angry at you.
I know.
You're going the wrong way if you leave.
Hmm.
You're still the wrong way.
I'll go further.
Just so something and checked quickly. So grab the. Is there actually any trident left?
Yeah,
There's
there's,
like
left.
4 on the floor
Four
here,
left.
apparently.
there's a pile of just enough for all of you to have one.
Yay, passes one along the line.
I'd grab one.
Passes one to Theodis, who passes to Renala, and then I pass one to Theodis, and then I take
Now charge!
Also, Philip, keep his cloak under his arm at the moment because wet.
It's so
goes
soggy.
through? Question mark?
You go through fine.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
Thank fuck for that.
Okay. I don't blame you, Theodis.
Where do you go next?
Well, where do we have the options to go?
Currently, Riordan is in another 3-foot high crawl space.
Lovely.
Torin is poking his head round the corner of a corridor.
I
I would maybe suggest the corridor solely because it's easier for all of us to get through without having to like crouch and stuff. But
That's fair.
if anyone else has any other suggestions?
Oh, hold on. Torin,
Tammy.
can you take a look down the corridor and see what you can see?
I see yet more corridor. There's
You
a path
see a
to the
corridor.
There's a path to the right, and then at the very end, just at the edge of my vision, I can see a path to the left.
You also see a number of patches of the mold and an eye just...
Flips off.
And the one goblin.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
Maybe Tammy can go through the little tunnel.
Yeah, we can get an idea.
And
of
Roma
what's
can see through. I'm sure it's nothing. I could probably look through. So Tammy's probably.
I'm sure it's nothing. I could probably go through.
Oh God! There's blood everywhere.
I mean,
Okay.
what bad can happen to the guy who goes first?
Is... One minute.
A minute has gone by.
Let me just put the Leviathan on the map.
Is Tammy flying or walking along the ground?
Probably flying.
Okay.
Question: how much faster are we than Tammy if she decides to walk?
What?
No, I mean, what is Tammy's walking speed? Because you won't have me
I
believe she can
don't
walk
think
30
there is
feet in the same
check.
speed as we do when she's walking on the ground.
She walks
10
at
feet,
10
actually.
feet.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, and there's.
Yeah, I thought so.
Very much slower.
Yeah.
She also
Well-
doesn't have dark vision.
Well, what's taking you so long?
I'm
I
sure
don't have
Ro-
giant
can't you
legs.
get dark vision through Romad?
You... No, because you're seeing through her eyes.
God damn it.
So when you see through her eyes, yes, you can see in the dark, but she can't.
Does anyone have like a light thing I can have?
Go forward, forward, left, left.
Left a bit, right a bit.
Maybe we could give like a little
No, get
little
out,
tooth light.
Reardon just goes down the corridor. Oh, the corridor bends. And
Stop. Back to here.
The corridor gnomes Riordan.
Tammy just
she dies.
And then we
flutters
and
to
then-
the turn in the corridor and then just ow.
Did she actually hit a wall?
Yeah, she can't see.
She did.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I mean, you sent her
So she's just kind
flying
of-
when she can't see shit.
She just fluttered down the wall and then just into the wall at the end. And then she's like, oh, sorry. And then starts to feel around it.
I'm surprised she's not unconscious after one of that.
She's not flying that fast.
You wouldn't go sprinting into a dark room.
You reach the middle of the corridor, Riordan, and there is a loud grinding sound. And you feel that this section of the crawlway begins to rotate.
Huh.
And you
What?
feel that the passageway that you're in sinks about 5 feet.
That's a sign to get the fuck out.
And the entrance and exit are blocked off.
Wait, what?
Huh. I think this whole section has just dropped down. Can
So,
I see anything?
with your dark vision, you can see that the two ends of the corridor are now about you've rotated about 90 degrees.
Okay.
And both
So
ends of the
what
corridor
ends
are now sealed.
Huh. So when you say it's rotated, was it rotated as in the whole corridor was sort of tumbling me or twisting round?
Twisting round.
Ah.
So now what was effectively north to south is an east to west corridor.
Can I see anything at the ends of these corridors?
Stone wall.
Huh. Is there anything on the floor?
Same as it was before.
Well, yeah, but is there any sign of a pressure plate of some kind?
There was the pressure plate is there, but it's been pressed down.
Can I pull it up?
No. It's now flush with the ground.
I would like to move forward a bit, see whether it springs up by itself.
It does not.
Let's see.
Romad, while sensing through Tammy's vision, you hear and you see that behind her the tunnel disappears and then another tunnel swings into view.
Okay.
And then locks into place.
Okay, should you go back and see? She slowly goes back, and she's just feeling around. She has her hand out, and she's just feeling around.
You find the skeletal remains of a corpse laying on the ground.
She screams. I think she's like started screaming like,
Let's see.
Yeah, that bodes well. Oh,
Where did I
God.
go? Minor illusion. Does it have to be a place which I've seen? Or
Things
that I
that
can
which
see?
You can see, I think.
One moment.
As you create a sound or an image of an object. If you create a sound, a big whisper and scream, unfaded.
No,
Looking at it. Okay.
you don't have to be able to see it.
In which case, I'd like to sort of cast back to roughly where I believe the bend in the corridor was, and cast a minor illusion to get a voice saying, "I'm kind of stuck."
So you're doing that at the where Tammy was?
Where I was.
Where
so
you
I remember
were.
the rest of the guys are back that way.
So you all hear a voice that's vaguely like Riordan's. Just say, "Guys, I'm kind of stuck."
Did I hear that correctly?
I fear you did.
You also hear the screaming of Tammy.
Oh, well, both those things, which is great.
I don't know how much use I'm going to be in a very encroached space. I'm very big.
Hmm. Wasn't
Wait, well,
stuck
actually,
with you. Oh,
that's
no,
a
I can't.
question. Couldn't Romad? I mean, this is just in the case of Tammy. I don't know if Tammy's trapped as well.
No.
But couldn't Romad teleport like Tammy back to where he is?
Tammy isn't trapped in the same place, no.
Oh, she isn't trapped in the same place. Oh, well then. Never mind.
Is she trapped at all?
Not at present, no.
That's right there.
I wouldn't think she.
Fine
I just
traps.
think because obviously he went down the corridor and she also went down the corridor, so I assumed both of them got trapped.
She managed to fly through the corridor before he got to the point of the trap.
Oh, right. Okay.
Excuse me, Ramet.
Okay. No matter to pull him away because he's still got the eyes. Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
the point.
try
Anyone who
and-
maze should give those, just like leave them here or something, because just in case.
I'm just gonna cast Find Traps to see if there's anything in that corridor that I can see.
Not in the bit that you can see.
Well, shit. Because I'm not going in there.
I was gonna say, like, could. Oh, wait, no, damn, because she used all of her spell slots. I was gonna say maybe Renalic dimension door to where Riordan is.
I need to
we didn't
see
know,
where I'm
but-
going.
Be able to see where it is.
Oh, well then.
You don't
shit.
need to see where you're going for Dimension Door, but you don't have
It's
any more
just-
spell slots.
Yeah, just that.
I kind of need to see, otherwise I take damage.
Yeah.
There's
It's
also that.
useful. It's not necessary.
So, in my language, I need to see. Because I'm not
Okay.
going to take 3 damage for this.
Alright.
I could potentially try and slither through the fucking thing.
If you went,
That's
if
a
you
question.
turned into a snake,
Yeah, I was thinking, if I turn into a snake, can I walk on the roof? I know snakes can slither on the walls or on the roof sometimes.
Depends on the snake, I would say, but
I have
GM's choice.
I have 3 4 types of snakes. 3. Although 2 of them wouldn't fit, I think.
right? Because you have that giant snake.
Did you do a spooter?
I have the
Yeah.
giant constrictor snake. I have the constrictor snake. I have the poisonous snake. Also, I could maybe. Well, that's not going to be very useful. The Quipper. I turn into a fish and just die there.
Yeah,
Just
the fish would be interesting.
Just flapping about like Magikarp for a few minutes. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm trying things.
Just pours water onto you. You got this. I believe in you.
Well, I could just turn into a rhino and destroy the whole thing, but I don't think how. I don't have spiders in my thingies.
I would have thought he'd seen a spider at some point.
Like, can we?
You'll have seen a
Could we
normal-sized spider, yes.
Can I turn into a spider and walk on the walls?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn into a spider and walk on the walls. So, poof, poof,
Good luck.
poof, 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 poof. I see Tammy. Please, Tammy, recognize me, don't kill me.
Yes. You'll also see in front of Tammy on the floor a skeletal corpse.
Well, he's dead.
He might have something on him.
It is the body of a dragonborn.
Yeah,
Oh,
Torin,
that's
what are you doing
promising
here?
for you, Torin.
A dragonborn paladin.
Hey, Torin,
Oh,
what are you doing here?
That's
Tammy is
oddly.
Tammy
I
is sobbing.
That's not only is that lovely, that's racist.
I would comfort Tammy, but I'm a spider at the moment. I'm not the very much comforting animal.
Just 2 legs, just there.
Just eight, like
She
four
doesn't
of
even
your
know.
4 of your 8 legs just stroking her cheek.
Oh no!
Also, I think I would be about the size of Tammy as a normal spider.
You're just making it more terrifying.
Reardon starts boiling water, but the steam doesn't escape the room.
Oh boy.
It's just gonna make a sauna in there.
Can
Oh,
Romad
saunas
like
are lovely.
telepathically communicate to Tammy?
Yes.
So he can say like, oh, Theodas is coming. He's being a spider, so don't freak out.
Yeah.
Suddenly, a spider just jumps at it. Ah!
Just start shanking the spider mercilessly.
With a tiny little pitchfork, tiny little.
I mean, she's gonna have to do a lot of shanking because I remember she can do only 1 damage. I've got 51 HP.
Yeah, that'll take a while. It'll take about like 51 damages.
Question, John.
Small.
As a animal, can I cast spell?
No, not in animal form.
Fook, I can't check for traps. Can I check for traps as a spider?
1 moment, I will find a spider's perception check.
I mean, a spider has like 6 eyes. I could say they're pretty perceptive.
How many eyes do you have?
Well, at the same time, you'd expect cats to have dark vision, but in D&D, they don't.
Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
But yeah, spiders have like 6 or 10 eyes. I can't remember which.
No,
6.
8.
There
no,
we are.
6. No, 6. No, 8.
Okay, they have too many eyes.
could you roll me a d20 plus 2?
Oh dear.
This could go well or very poorly.
14.
You spot at the midsection of the tunnel, exactly halfway down it, there is a pressure plate.
I will point to Tammy if Tammy sees me. Tammy sees me? Tammy doesn't see me.
Tammy can't see you.
Can I click? Like clickety noise to Tammy for her to notice I'm here?
Romad, you, through Tammy's senses, see and hear.
I'm like dancing around the pressure plate.
Seeing through Tammy's eyes, you can see the dancing spider pointing at the floor.
Huh. And she looks down at it. Are you asking me to press on it?
Can a
Shrugs.
spider shakes her head?
The spider sort of shakes its entire upper body
Okay,
from
that's a
side to
no.
side.
I'm just gonna produce some silk and just start writing things with the web.
Charlotte's web. Here we go. Theodas is left now.
Don't push the plate, dumbass.
Okay, so no pushing the plate. Got it. Assuming this is the cause of what happened to poor old your dad.
Shakes head affirmatively.
The front of the spider just up and down.
And would point towards like under the floor, like kind of trying to mean he's there, probably.
Okay. I did hear some weird noises earlier. I guess he's alive.
Can I try to clickety-clack sufficiently loud for Riordan to hear me through the storm?
No, unfortunately you can't click
Oh.
that loud.
Can Tammy start yelling? Prod Romad, get Tammy to check the corpse. It might be something we need. Romad contacted Tammy about it, and she looks at. Well, she can't look at the corpse, but she will let Theodas know to check out the corpse.
I will check out the corpse and actually go inside it, because I can.
That's so gross. Okay.
Makes a house inside his rib.
Honestly, that does sound like pretty aesthetically pleasing.
Oh
to
my
be honest.
god.
I need to draw this at one point in my life.
No, there's bits of flesh here. Yum yum.
You find,
Cousins. Hello.
yeah, some friends. You find about his person a +1 Yakwala.
Sorry, what?
What now?
Voila.
Have you not read the player's handbook and know what a Yakwala is?
What, a koala?
Yes, you find a +1 koala.
Can I turn into a koala now?
No.
Yes. Aww.
Yik
Aw.
Ulwa
Oh, cool.
is a melee weapon that is basically a 3-foot shaft with a steel or stone blade of up to 18 inches in length.
Great. I can't lift that.
I don't
no.
think Tammy.
Hence
can
my
lift that
question. Does Spider Theatres need one of the gnomes to go and help?
What else does the body have? Is that
He also has a Dungeoneer's pack. There is a pouch containing 8 gold pieces, an ivory back scratcher shaped like a dinosaur claw, a holy symbol of Bahamut, and a red crystal eyeball measuring about 1 inch in diameter.
Can I call it?
Theodas is gonna dance around the body and just like.
Oh, you found something cool?
What's that, Timmy? What's that? Timmy stuck down the well?
What is that? Alright, I go down.
Puts webs everywhere on the pouch.
Okay.
Points.
No, don't put
make-
webs. Tammy's gonna get caught in them.
I'm sure she can grab it. She will try and grab it. This is gonna be too much.
I mean, she can't drop it now that she's stuck to it.
This is gonna be too heavy for me.
Point.
Tammy's gonna grab it and try to pull it out.
Give me a strength check with Tammy.
Oh dear god.
Oh god, her strength check is -4, everyone.
She drops the thing and squishes Theodas with it.
A 10.
She holds with all her might and just pulls it free and just starts rolling it down the corridor back the way you came.
Theodas will wave at her like goodbye with her with the ball with the thing.
The eyeball.
I don't have the eyeball.
Now I'm picturing Theoda Spider fisting on an eyeball.
We're so tired.
I am going to come back.
Hello, I found some good stuff.
Just step out of the way. So you get
Special delivery.
Okay.
And then
well,
by the time she basically like rolls out, since she's like still holding it, she actually like plonks right down the floor again.
Right. So what
Just-
colour was this one again?
red.
Rare.
Just red.
Theodas is going to turned back into normal form. Okay,
So,
Raiden's
yes.
under the floor.
Wait, what?
There's a pressure plate in there. There's a trap in that corridor. You must have activated it, and well, I think the tunnel got replaced. There was a Dragonborn paladin skeleton inside.
Was there
Is
a Dragonborn skeleton inside it when you went through it before, Tammy?
No, but when I just left and then I heard some noises and I went back and I see his.
So
I
yeah,
swear
it's
I
either
heard.
something's moved and either dropped down or rotated or something.
Sounds like a rotation. I can't tell.
So the idea would be maybe, but putting the like activating the pressure plate again, we could maybe get him back. But needs to be very fast because then the corridor would go under and it would be an endless circle of getting fucked.
Maybe I could try again and press it and then zoom out.
I mean,
Also the Dragonborn skeleton has some cool stuff. I can't lift it though as a spider.
would like, well, that's a question. Could we like put like a heavy thing on top of the pressure plate in hopes that it like just weighs it down and none of us needs to stand there?
Can we fit a stone maybe on a rope? I put the stone on the pressure plate, and we'll see what happens.
I like that idea. Who has a stone?
I mean, I'm sure we can find a stone or a bit of rock around here.
So who wants to
Investigation time.
who wants to grab the cool stuff? There's some cool stuff.
Seraphine will, because she's small and can make her way through the tunnel easily.
Is the body beyond the pressure plate or in front of the pressure plate?
I think it's beyond the pressure plate.
Where's the pressure plate at?
Middle of the second corridor.
It's like here or even further?
I think it's the
Here?
middle, didn't you say?
Middle. Literally middle.
So here. Okay. So investigate the corpse, I suppose, to get the stuff.
You find a +1 Yikwala,
Cool.
a Dungeoneer's pack, a pouch containing 8 gold pieces,
And a back scratcher.
an ivory back scratcher shaped like a dinosaur's claw, and a holy symbol of Bahamut.
I collected all.
And you're very
It's-
careful
Yes, I'm
not
very.
to
I'm
touch
honestly-
the pressure plate.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So
Gillis is going to turn back into a spider.
Dungeoneer's pack, the koala weapon thing you were talking about. I'm just gonna
Koala
put it out
weapon.
there for now.
The koala. It's just a koala on a stick. It's the most deadly of all weapons.
Dino back scratcher.
I didn't expect to hear a dino back scratcher first thing.
Oh, that's how you spell it. So
That's the symbol I found for me being a
Plus
spider.
1. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Cool.
Equala.
That,
Equala.
what was the holy symbol?
A holy symbol of Bahamut.
I'm just gonna put question mark.
Bahamut.
Nope, spelled that very wrong.
Bahamut.
Um,
I don't
and
know
then it
why I
was
have the
the-
image of the cat god.
and then it was 8 gold
Bahamut
coins?
is the platinum dragon.
Yep.
8 gold pieces, yes.
The god of good dragons and justice and.
Prefer
Okay.
cats.
Okay, so I think I got everything.
I believe the cat god is literally called the cat god.
It's
He
straightforward,
never butchered
really.
saying his name. He was a
We-
god.
We need to find a symbol of that enough for it to believe.
Comes back.
Believe.
Okay, I collected all the stuff.
And
from
once
the
again, the cat god symbol, I believe the cat god symbol is just the head of a cat. With like jewels in its eyes, I think.
I
The
thought it
cat
was a laser
lord.
pointer.
The cat lord, also known as the master cat,
Interesting. Okay, so I collected all the stuff, guys. Now we need a stone and a rope
Or just
in
anything.
order to... Yeah, exactly. Does anyone have anything just like Spider Theodis climbs on Seraphine Shield and
How
moves through?
big is Spider Theodas?
It's a normal spider, so
Spider
very
size.
small.
Spooder
Yeah,
size.
but there are different sizes
She-
of spider. Is it
No,
like
no,
a
no.
meagle?
Common spider, not
Like
not
a-
the
Okay,
It's
so
like a
small
monster
one.
spider or something like that. It's tiny little.
He's the itsy bitsy spider.